Hey y'all, this is Nick from Midwest Option, and this is my 2021 REAP turkey kill. So before we get into the video, I just wanted to address the obvious safety concerns with using a REAPER decoy on public land. Not something we typically condone. It's not something I think I've ever done before, but I know this property in and out, and I know that there was nobody else in that piece of land. They would have had to have been camping illegally in there to access where we were. And anybody else that was coming in, we were within eyesight of the road in a wide open field, so they would have seen us as well. So in this particular scenario, it felt like a safe option, and it worked out great. But I wouldn't just walk around carrying this guy behind me on public land all willy-nilly. I think it's very, very few circumstances where it is safe to do, and definitely is something that you really need to strongly consider where you're at and who's around you. In this case, I felt like we were good to go, and to be completely honest, I don't think we were killing that bird without him. So we'll get into the video. So I kind of tell the story of this bird. I want to start the day before. I hunted very hard the day before and walked a long way, did a lot of miles scouting, and I heard 0 gobbles. I mean, nothing. And a little discouraging, I guess, but it's late in the season, and you know, it is kind of expected that you're going to have some quiet birds. You're going to be dealing with some tight-lipped birds and some call-shy birds. My hope was at least to roost one that night, and I got nothing. So I ended up spending the night in the Camp Terra. Ryan was kind enough to meet me down there in the morning, and we did hear some birds on the roost in the morning, which was very encouraging.
Well, we already got one gobbling. See if we can get him on camera here. When's Al come in?
Came running right at us.
We actually tried to run down one throughout the morning. I think we spent maybe a half hour trying to hunt that one. He shut up and
Give us an update.
Well, we're sweating. It's 6:20, and the birds have already started gobbling and stopped gobbling. But we heard this bird from the road. We actually might have heard him from way back in, but came up to get around him. And we think he was in the bowl somewhere, probably between us and the road. And he since shut up. So we'll probably try to go spot and stalk one or something. Try to get this done before it gets too hot today. It's gonna be in the mid-80s. Thanks for coming down, Ryan.
No problem, buddy.
Plan B, which actually was more or less Plan A, was to hop in the car and drive around. And the rest is in the video. I mean, it is an awesome hunt, and I could not be prouder of it.
He's got a long ways to go too. Oh, he's strutting right now too.
All right, we just found a strutter.
Strutter 2 hens, about 150 yards from where I killed my last bird. So just gonna do the same thing I did before, get above them. It's only 7:20 in the morning, so we got all day, and we're gonna try to not call and just see if we can get ahead of them or do maybe a stalk through the grass or something. As you can see, my right eye is slowly closing from my allergies.
Look at me.
So, feeling a little bit emotional today. But I think we're gonna kill another gobbler.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If we're lucky.
He's way that way.
All right.
Okay, so we saw this gobbler from the road. Same move as I did a couple weeks ago. We're up on top above him now. And he had two hens with him. I don't feel like he's going to be in any big rip to go anywhere. But a guy pulled in behind us. And luckily he saw us. So hopefully he does the honorable thing and holds off. Looked like he was going to hold off. So we're just going to keep easing forward. I kind of feel like going right at him with this.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep easing forward to this lip. And it's a gobbler with two hens. We feel like the Reaper might be effective right now. So just gonna really go slow and just inch over till we can get eyes on it and figure out what to do from there. Mask up for Ohio, bro.
I mean, he's kind of facing away from us.
Let's just see what his reaction is when he sees it.
I don't know what to do. I don't know if I come with you.
I think you just stay right on me.
Okay.
We're above him.
Okay.
You don't have a hard time seeing me.
Yep.
Just stay like right behind me.
Okay.
And then we'll just pop up whenever we're ready.
Okay. Let me get some footage of it. No.
Easing in, you know.
He's looking at us now. There's two toms. Yep. The one to the left of him is a tom. The one to the right behind him is the hen. Yep.
I feel like they have numbers. I think they're gonna get pissed.
Yeah.
Who's facing me now? That one bird's facing us.
Strutter is.
No,
Yeah, Strutter's facing us. Oh no.
the shadow is there.
Yep.
Like he's engaged.
He's half strut right now. Okay, let's go. They're just kind of standing there strutting, huh?
Yeah.
They ain't gonna leave that hen. I think they're gonna defend that.
strutting. Oh, they're coming, bro. You see them?
Yep.
Dump it. Shoot him.
You can't get it staked.
I'm shooting right through his line.
Yep. I'm staying right behind you, Nick. Where are they at?
They're in a dip.
Huh?
They're coming right closer. The hen's to the right. Boy, look out, look out.
Huh?
They're right here.
Okay.
Very close. Oh, dude. Oh. Oh. Holy shit, they came running in. Did you get that?
Oh yeah.
Didn't know what to do. Dude, I saw this hen. She's at 50. And I'm like, where'd the gobblers go? And I could see through the fan that they were at like 10 yards. Oh shit. Woo! Yeah!
That is what I'm talking about, dude. Are you kidding me right now?
Oh, oh bro, chill.
I don't know what to say.
I didn't know what to do. Woo!
Hey, thank you for not killing one yesterday.
Dude, when they broke, man, we hit whatever the range was. That they were like, all right, we're not putting up with that anymore.
We got in that bubble.
They stopped strutting, and they both were facing us. I was like, oh, dude, they're coming. What was it, like a minute?
Yeah. Yeah. We got in that bubble, dude, and they didn't like it. I freaking knew it. Well, at first we didn't know there was two toms.
No.
We thought there was two hens.
Yeah.
But once I seen there was two toms, I'm like, oh, they don't want anything else around that hen. I'm like, we gotta reap them, dude.
And there were two toms, so approaching with one was probably even better.
Yeah.
Because they felt like they had numbers. You know what I mean?
Dude, reaping them is so much fun.
I'm seriously like within 75 yards of where I killed the other one.
Really?
Yep. Another beautiful tom. I don't know which one it was, but when they split, I was like, not sure what to do. But I figured that I'd have a second to let them split before I had to pick one.
That is a rush, bro.
I'm not, dude. When I saw all I could see was their two heads through the edge of the tail fan. I was like, oh shit, like that happened quicker than I was.
Yeah.
I was expecting.
Yeah, because I lost them when they went down in this dip.
Yeah. When they hit that dip, dude, they started running.
Okay.
When they were in my grill, they were running at us at 10 yards.
Oh my gosh. This is how our season's been, man.
I'm just glad we're together this time.
I know.
For once.
Well, look when I killed my bird, we were together, just sitting on different spots on the farm. This is our second hunt together this year. It's the last weekend. Well, for most of Ohio, it's the last weekend.
This is my first year ever tagging out.
Welcome to the tag out train. Keep it going. I mean, if we keep doing this down here, man, I mean,
up here,
over here, around here,
out here. That's an early one. We're south of Cleveland, folks.
Yep.
Look at that. Cleveland.
I can't believe that.
Dude, what a relief too, because I'm getting tired, man. I'm tired.
Look, he's not just crying, guys. It's his allergies, I promise.
Yeah, I thought I might cry if I got a bird today, but no, I'm just too jacked. Too jacked. I feel too manly after that. That was like really barbaric. No, I can't cry after that one.
No.
There was nothing sweet about that. That was just dirty. Did them dirty.
Did them dirty.
Did them dirty. They were so pissed. Look at these hooks. Little 1-inchers.
Man, look how black they are.
Oh, it's beautiful, man. I think I hit them in the chest and the head. A little bit of both. Wow. That was wild, man. I love the colors on these wings. Wow.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks, bro.
I'm so happy I was here with you.
Me too, man. Me too.
I'm excited to see the
I'll
footage.
never in my life forget.
Yeah, I know.
Never.
And this keeps happening.
I know.
Like, me and you.
The more we hunt together, man.
Yeah.
He's gorgeous. Oh. Wow. What a spring. Just like, you can't hunt the way we used to hunt anymore. You gotta be, like my dad's style is just sit and call.
Yeah.
You can't do that anymore.
Yep. Sometimes, I mean, there's places for it, but I don't know. We were just talking this morning. We feel like turkey hunting is changing, and it's adapting. I don't know if the birds are adapting or if there's less birds or what. But
we heard a pile this morning.
Yeah, we did. We did.
For about 20-25 minutes, and then there was just nothing. But you could see these guys still had a hen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, still acting like she was maybe going to be bred again, or had already been today. But I mean, I tried to roost this whole valley. I tried to roost last night, and I could not get one peep out of these birds. And they roost right up in here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because the other bird I killed out here was in the evening, and so right here is where I spotted them from the road, and so they were going to go up into this valley to roost. As a matter of fact, when I killed the last one, him and his hens were going that way, probably to go up to roost, and I came in behind them, and that worked out pretty well. But this was way more fun than that one, I think.
Yeah.
I just see those two white heads, because this is pretty tall stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Two white heads and just black bodies just running at you, and you're like trying to figure out what to do. I got the Reaper decoy which won't stay.
Yeah, you had to dump that thing.
This is all rocks up here underneath.
Yeah.
So I just dumped it and was like, okay, like let's see what happens. But I would like to talk about using the Reaper out here. This is public land, and there's very, very few circumstances where I would feel comfortable using it out here. In this particular case, we've only seen one other hunter this morning, and he actually pulled in on these birds too and saw us on the hill going after them. So he did the right thing, and thank you to whoever that is in the white Tacoma for doing the right thing and splitting. We really appreciate that. But I'm very confident that there's nobody else on this hill, on this ridge, and in this valley right now, because I know the place really well, and I know the access points, and this whole road's been void of cars all morning so far. So just felt like this was a good safe opportunity to try it, and I'm really glad we did, because they were way too far from any cover. We weren't going to get any closer to them without it.
No.
And we probably hit 100 yards, and we just kept inching forward about 15 yards, 10 yards, and just setting down and watching their behavior. because I would love for them to break and come to me rather than me have to go all the way down to them. And that's exactly what happened. Like, we got to that point where they were just not tolerant of it anymore. And from the time they decided to come up to the time we were right here was probably a minute, maybe. And I know they ran the last 50 yards. And it was pretty wild. So, tagged out in Ohio.
Congrats, man.
Thanks for being here, buddy.
No problem. I wouldn't miss it, man. I'm so glad I made the drive down.
Oh.
Tagged out.
Tagged out, baby. What the hell are we supposed to do now?
Good job, bud.
Thanks, man.
We got some calling to do. Pick him up real quick, though. I want to see his hooks again, his beard.
Your hooks.
Heck yeah.
8-inch beard.
Awesome, bud.
Wow. Big old head on him. Drop my phone in the weeds and leave it.
He's having a rough time, guys.
Well, you know, the sling came off. The sling came off my shotgun this morning.
I took you for a jog this morning.
When we heard a gobble like 3 miles away, and Ryan's like, well, let's go. And he sprints past me.
It wasn't that far.
It was like 5 miles away.
No.
Let's go, we gotta go.
He's like
Running
300 yards across the road.
Hey, probably this bird. You probably heard this bird gobble. That's
Probably,
how far away he was,
yeah.
4 miles.
Yeah. We just gonna leave your Reaper?
You carried it up here.
Oh, I did?
We need to take a photo just like I took over by the car on that mound. You notice where we parked at?
Yeah.
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 That makes me really happy.
It was definitely a grind this year, man.
Not really. You know, it was, but we were really successful.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, I feel like I worked harder last year. And just, I know more about the place now up here.
Well, exactly, because look what I asked you this morning. We went to go chase that bird. I seen the look on your face like, I've done this like 28 times, and I don't want to do this again. So I asked, I was like, well, what do you want to do?
It's such a nice morning though. We even talked about that too. We were hearing nothing on the roost first thing. We talked about how, you know, it gets really hot in the middle of the day. If they're going to be out in these fields, it's going to be first thing in the morning. They're going to come out in these fields and feed.
Yep.
The last bird I killed was full of this clover. I checked his guts. So, like, they just want to be out here while it's a little bit cooler. Then they probably vanish into this abyss over here when it's hot. And we know they're not going to gobble.
Right.
So it just made the most sense to just hop in the car and see if we could make it happen, you know. And I was just describing my last hunt that I killed on this ridge to Ryan when we were driving up the road. And I was pointing up where it was, and we went a little bit further, and I was like, what is that? Put the binos on him, strutter. It's so funny. Every time I see one on this road now, I'm like, I feel like I need to hide in the car. I'm like, strutter, and I don't move. I stop.